Hello everybody! In today's video I want to show you how you can register your own backend module in the TYPO3 backend. First, let's take a look at what a backend module is. So basically, if you look at the TYPO3 backend, you have the module menu on the left, and each of these is a so-called backend module, which is mainly consisting of an icon, a label, a description or title tag here, a longer description to be shown over here, and something that happens when you click on it. Mainly it goes to a specific route. And some of the modules have a navigation component here. For example, the web modules usually use the page tree. And then we have a content area over here where we can do our own stuff. To register your own module, what you need is an extension. And I have prepared one for you here. It's just a small demo extension, and it already has an empty controller, which is the class that will be called by our module. So this is what should deliver the content later. As we have seen, we also need an icon. So we can register a new icon in the icon registry by creating a file called icons.php, which I already did here. And then we can return an array of icon identifiers and providers. In this case, I use the font awesome icon provider and say I want to use the font awesome icon branch for my demo icon. Next, what we need is to be able to use the Symfony dependency injection in our controller, which I'd like to do, is we need to register that in the services YAML and also tell TYPO3 that it is in fact a backend controller, which will automatically make it public. So let's do that. And our controller is called demo controller, and it gets the tag backend controller. Next, we need the language label we have seen. So what we need is we need the label for the module itself. So in the module menu bar, we also need the title that appears on hover and the longer description for the About Modules menu. In backend modules, until version 12, this is done by using very specific labels. So you need to know what the labels are called. In my case, I can't remember that easily, so I created a shortcut or live template for that. And as you can see, it now generates an XLF file with tabs tab, labels tab label, and labels tab description, which is what is used in the backend. After we have done this, we are now ready to call the module registration because we have everything we need for that. Module registration happens in the xtables.php file, and you register a module by calling add module from extension management utility in the xtables.php file. The main module is where your module should be located from the main module point of view. So if you look at the backend again, we have main modules called web, site management, file, admin tools, and page, for example, is a submodule in the web main module. So I want to have my module also in the web area, which has the advantage that I automatically get the page tree rendered if I don't disable that. So I'm going to say my main module should be web. The submodule is what I want to call my menu item. So this is in my case sub is demo for my demo module. As position, I can choose to position it at the top of the module list or at the bottom or after another specific module. If you choose to do that relative to another module, you have to take care of the other modules availability. So for example, if you have users that can't see a specific module where you wanted to position yours behind or before, that will lead to a problem because it's just not there. And if you depend on other extensions, for example, you should make sure that these are always installed if you choose relative positioning. So to make it easy for us, I'm just going to choose top because I want to be on top. The route target is the controller that we created earlier. So in this case, it's demo controller class. You can also add a function here. I usually just use the controller class name because I have autocomplete and then use the invoke method. I will show you how that works in a minute. We have access user group, which basically means that you can configure the module to be shown to specific users or groups. So the access management works as you know from other modules. You can say that your group has access to this module or not. The name is the combination of the main module name and the submodule name. So in our case, we are just using web demo. The icon identifier is the icon we just registered, and the language file is our language file in resources, private language demo xlf. Let's see. We have the module registered, we have the language file, we have the services configuration, we have an icon. What's missing is our controller isn't actually doing anything, and it will even error because it can't be called this way. What we need to do is we need to add an invoke function, which will get the request and return a response. So invoke is called if the class is called as a function. So this allows us to just use the class name in our route target registration. Now invoke isn't doing much and it needs to return a response. So obviously we have still an error. We can now use the TYPO3 dependency injection to inject the response factory and let it create a response for us. So what we can do is this factory create response, which will for now return default response. You can also have that in a variable called response. But we want to return content, of course. So what we can do is call response, get body, write, and say, hello, YouTube. Now we're returning that. And we have everything we need to call our module. Let's see if it worked. If you go in the TYPO3 backend, you need to take care of clearing all the caches via the maintenance module instead of using the flush caches arrow above, because we changed the Symfony dependency injection configuration, and that means we need to clear this cache. So we did that and reload the backend, and here we go. There's our demo module with our content and our label, and it should also appear in the About module section. That's it. That's how you register a TYPO3 backend module. You can, of course, do additional things now that you have your content area there, because this doesn't look much like a TYPO3 module. In one of the next videos, I want to show you how you can style this and make it a bit look more like the rest of TYPO3. But for now, be proud of yourself and your new modules. Have fun. Bye-bye.